Welcome back to K&L Farms. I'm Ken. I hope this video finds you well. And this week, I think I've said on my channel more than once that me and my wife like to go to town once a week. This last week's been a little bit different, and I need to go over what's happened this week in order to progress into what's going to take place on the video. So I know it might be a little bit confrontational with today's society. Now remember, I've been married for 45 years to the same woman, and when I took over the role, I thought it was my responsibility, and still do. I'm not apologizing for it either, that my wife's security was my responsibility. In my marriage, not in the modern day marriage, but in my marriage, it was I have responsibilities. My wife has responsibilities. We try not to commingle it. I take care of my stuff. She takes care of her stuff. And she has different things to do than I do, but one of my... So Tuesday of this week, I think it was -5 degrees. We had, we have about 2 feet of snow Tuesday, -5. And she said she had to go to the doctor. She had to take care of the doctors. Now, normally, I think today's society would be, well, just go to town and do what you're doing. Remember, part of my role is to take care of and her security or her safety. So I get in the Jeep, well, the vehicle that we have with the best tires, the best four-wheel drive, our main commuter with snow that we can afford. And now remember the main road. Well, normally I would have, then the confusion was I would name that the blacktop road, but we haven't seen blacktop on that road now for maybe a month. So you got 6 inches of snow. Now remember, they plowed it. They've tried to take care of it. 6 inches of snow and a layer of ice. I don't know how deep the ice is. I could say that the ice is an inch deep. I could say the ice is, the ice is a half an inch deep. I haven't physically measured it, but I know there's a layer of ice. I get in the Jeep, our primary vehicle, and I go down the hill. We go, it takes me 53 minutes. Well, it might take me an hour. Let's say an hour, because it takes me 53 minutes to get to the bridge, and then I got to take her up the hill. I take her up the hill. That's Tuesday. I take her up the hill, and she does her stuff at the doctor's appointment that she has to do. I sit in the car because it's not my thing, it's her thing. She can go to the doctor by herself. She comes back and she says, okay, she needs to make a couple stops. And remember, I'm just trying to make sure she gets to the doctor safely and gets home safely. She has a couple stops. She comes back in the Jeep. We come home. Life is good. We get home, and in both cases, on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, and that's part of the reason I'm bringing it up, because I usually say we like to stop or like to go to town 1 day a week. This week, we had to go to town twice. So we come back. And remember, it was -5. No wind, absolutely calm, and no snow at that time. But we're thinking, so today, this video, I'm going to have to go out and I'm going to have to plow. And the reason I plow, the primary reason I plow is not for us to commute to what I used to say, blacktop, or let's go with the main road, is in fact EMS. Somebody has a problem, we get injured, we need the ambulance to come to us, which is unusual, and maybe later on in another video I'll tell you why that's unusual, but in any case, the ambulance needs to come to us. I plow the driveway in order for EMS, fire trucks, and that type of situation, ambulances, to get to us, not so much for us to get to the blacktop. But anyway, okay, so let's go back. That was Tuesday. Wednesday, it's -7 degrees. I think when I got up, it was -7 degrees. Same condition on the road. Wife says she's got to go, and I think it was almost 2 hours. She's got to go to a store to buy supplies, because remember, today there's going to be snow, a lot of snow. Well, let me rephrase that a little bit, because normal people would say it's a lot of snow. I'm thinking they're saying 4 to 6 inches. For us, it doesn't get to be a lot of snow until it's 2 to 4 feet. There's going to be enough snow, but in any case, she was right. Let's go to town, get our supplies, and supplies, you know, her fill up for the month, and, you know, her normal stuff. And it's my job to get her to town now. Now, on that day, Wednesday, I've only got to commute 11 miles. After 11 miles, then you actually get into blacktop situation. And I almost thought well, if I could take her down the hill, I actually thought about taking a different vehicle, and that's something I wanted to do, not something I needed to do. But I thought about taking her down the hill, dropping her off. She can go do her thing, have her day off, because all of that's safe after you get to the normal blacktop. But I thought, well, that's kind of selfish on my part. So I just took her down the hill and went there, and I sit there, and it was a considerable length of time because she's going to buy like the full, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of groceries for the month. Got her back home. Now I'm just trying, so I had the Tuesday commuting time for my wife, Wednesday commuting time for my wife. Now it's Thursday, I got to plow, and then I'm just trying to take care of a little chore after I get done plowing and seeing if that farm truck, my plow truck, will run. And I'll just do a little chore after we see if that plow truck will run or not. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention earlier was that Tuesday, -5, no wind. Wednesday, -5, no wind. Thursday, +17 and wind. Boy howdy, it's cold. Seems cold to me. I don't know why it's cold now, but it seems cold. So I'm going to try and get this started, and some people would go with a cold start. If it doesn't start, then we're going to work on just trying to get that thing running, because we need that running in order to get the driveway cleared out a little bit. So let me see if it'll run up. And you probably hear the wind on the mic. I got the GoPro out because the main camera, I don't want the main camera out here right now because the main camera is considerably more expensive. But let me try and get that thing started. Surprising to the both of us, it actually started. So then here in a little bit, I'm going to let that warm up a little bit, and then I'll move some snow here in just a minute off the driveway. Okay, so let's take that. See that gravel on top? Still got to move some dirt a little bit, or I'm sorry, some snow. And I bring it over here. I think I've said on a different video, you need to keep track when you start pushing a long ways. Because if you don't, then the driveway gets crowded up. I'm trying to get that blade picked up a little bit.